Happy Halloween, and thankfully, Mieruko-chan has graced us with a Halloween episode. It's my thoughts on episode 5 of the series, so let's jump into it. Yeah, decent episode, finally getting to see more of Julia and what Julia's whole thing is. As we open up this episode, we have Julia, which, by the way, Ayane Sakura. I don't know if I noticed that the first time, but yeah, the voice of Ochako from My Hero Academia definitely can hear her in this particular episode. But yeah, we find out that, of course, she sees them as well. I think we all kind of assumed that was the case, that she can see the ghosts. But yeah, that she was looking to become the apprentice of the godmother, and comes to find out, unfortunately, that the godmother has changed her ways and decided to quit. But she, of course, takes interest in Miko, because Miko was the last person to see the godmother before she quit, and she assumes that Miko can see them as well. She's obviously been watching her for a while and kind of sees that she goes around them and everything, and so she decides to corner Miko inside of a storage shed, and yeah, that's when she tries to push Miko. Hey, you can see them too, right? They're right there. You can see them. She's like, wait, a cockroach? And panics and runs. I love that. It's interesting because from Julia's perspective, we can see that there's like a system to this, or at least there's concepts behind the ghosts that they are attracted to. So she uses these bottle caps in order to attract these smaller ones, thus implying that she knows knowledge of them. She kind of points out the fact that she's been seeing them ever since she was a child. She's used to them. She's not afraid of them. And again, kind of having this little bit of knowledge on how to utilize them, or how to at least manipulate them, could definitely add a different flavor to the series. But yeah, Miko's denying it. And then, yeah, that's when we find out that based on the fact there's this humongous ghost right next to them, and she's bothered by these little ones, not bothered by them, but not acknowledging them, that she can't see this big one. And from Miko's perspective, she doesn't want to reveal that she can see them because it'll only put Julia in danger, because she can see some that Julia can't, and maybe pointing them out, I guess, could possibly cause Julia to finally notice them. And so, fearing for this, he decides to put her in a headlock and knock her out. Yeah, when Julia wakes up, Miko kind of pretty much says that it's best that she ignore them. Miko's kind of giving a sort of warning, in the idea that, not really a warning, because that kind of off-plays it. It's really kind of her seeing that she should probably just avoid them. Like, you know, you're doing it your way, but you probably shouldn't. And of course, Julia sees this as Miko's threatening her, like, you didn't see nothing kind of thing. And unfortunately, that was it. Julia does seem like she wants to be friends with Miko, and Hana, she talks about how she kind of is a little bit jealous on that, in that perspective, but I don't think that's going to be it. I think Julia is probably going to be the character that maybe wants to be friends with Miko, but sees her as being a threatening person. Yeah, and then the later part of this episode, we have Miko runs into this old lady on the staircase, and she thinks she's a ghost at first, but it grabs her, and it's actually this old lady. And she takes her back to her place where the father, or at least her husband, was trying to tell her a number, which ends up being this number to the safe. Which is really cute, because it kind of implies that this lady has pretty much lost herself at this point. Like, she's got some sort of Alzheimer's or dementia or something. The daughter claims that she's lost her marbles since her husband had passed away. And it seems like having this number, which she puts on a phone and shows to the old lady, was a number that she needed for the safe, which had something in it that kind of re-sparked her memories, and it allowed her to recall the name of her daughter, which was really cute. Just kind of a spark that she needed in order to kind of regain herself a little bit, which can happen. I mean, having somebody in my life that had dementia, there's a point in which you can sort of find certain things that are just still in there. Like, you lose a lot of your memories, but at some point, there's little bits in there that can still retain. And if you can find those sparks, you can find that little small connection. Now, that doesn't allow you to regain memories of things that you've lost, but it's that little thing. It's that little thing that you can find a connection because there's still that memory of it. So for me personally, it does kind of hit home. It was a sweet little scene. And it was cool because the husband that was telling her the number goes up and thanks her before he walks away, which was really sweet. But it was sad because I think this is what this is implying. After the cast scroll, they actually go back to that scene with the line where all the ghosts were going in the line to this big ghost that was eating them all. And she's like, was that the guy? Implying that after giving her the number and thanking her, it went to this spot where it just kind of fed itself to this monster. So kind of a sad ending to the whole situation. So yeah, definitely solid episode. Like I said, getting more of Julia was definitely great, because I think Julia is going to be great to add into the show, because obviously as you do this joke, eventually it's going to get stale. And I think adding her into the mix definitely adds a different perspective of it, because it's not as if she can see everything that Miko can. So Miko can still have these moments where she sees things that are more terrifying that Julia can't see. Whereas Julia's from a perspective of somebody that's not afraid of the things and seemingly is fighting back. It implies that Julia exorcises some of the ghosts. Like she says at some point, well, that's not a threat, so I'll leave it be. So it kind of implies that she has gone through the process of actually exorcising, or at least fighting back against the ghosts, because she's obviously not afraid of them. And that's probably due to the fact that she can't see the horrific ones that Miko can see, but it implies that she can fight back. So there is an element that possibly some point Miko might be afraid of something, and Julia might be able to show her something that she can do in order to fight back. And being that she's dealt with this for quite a while, she obviously has knowledge in how to, I guess, manipulate some of them. She has some knowledge in some of the ghosts. So yeah, solid episode. Again, nothing really crazy happening, just a lot of insight into Julia, which is great. I hope we get more Julia in the next episode. Again, Ochako kind of helps, but I like her personality already. Looking forward to more. Hope you guys enjoyed my impressions on this episode. If you did, leave a like down below. Comment, let me know the the episode. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video if you can. Support us on Patreon or on our tips link in the description below. And we thank everybody that does. And y'all take care.